Peace. Christina Ricks here. I just received a channeled message not too long ago, about 2 hours ago, and I'd like to share it. So, and I'm a geologist, just for an introduction. I found this interesting. It came in earlier today, and it just in increments. It had some vision with it, and I sat down to write up an email to a coworker, and this message popped in, so I quickly typed it up, and I'd like to read it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. Okay, so here we go. A channeled message from Ezekiel. This came in today, May 17th of 2026 at 10:35 a.m. in Silver Cliff, Colorado. Okay, so here is what Ezekiel had to say. I spoke through Muhammad and helped develop the Quran. Islam is the interpretation of the Quran. How belief systems are presented and carried out are separate notions that have been miscarried and or misinterpreted over time. And this includes many belief systems and installations on your planet today. It was prophesied in your Bible that I would present myself at this time. I'm proud to discuss our agenda and motive for this contact today. Our agenda involves solving basic needs for your and our species, such as world hunger, imminent danger of losing the ground you walk upon, and thus your future kin and genome. It was prophesied in your Bible that many of you would awaken to a clairvoyant reality that involves speaking in tongues and providing your species with paramount and imperative information and data to move forward swiftly without agonizing relief. And they give an example of what that might be like, such as a burned victim looking for solace. And if you've ever been burned, it can hurt pretty bad, and it's hard to find relief until it starts healing, or if you can find something topical on it. Okay, so many today do not know how tomorrow will manifest. So we're talking into the future. Tomorrow involves the dire need to address certain geochemical and geophysical programs that are currently underway within your U.S. military and government, both at home and abroad globally. And with that statement, I got that there are other coexisting research facilities and governments that work together, they work together with the U.S. So we're not just calling out the U.S., but the U.S. is helping oversee and fund some of this work. And with this sentence, I got the notion or the information that a lot of this work is done out of curiosity and innocence, and just to find more information about our planet and how it works. So anyway, I'll continue here. There is a current program being fine-tuned and explored that will execute in years to come, and it will cause your planetary core to become unstable. Now, with that statement, I received an kind of an image of a crystalline structure. As a geologist, we always pontificate, what's the planet made out of? What are other celestial bodies made out of? And we think currently that our planet, has an iron core. That's what, seismic and other studies have shown. But they're saying here that there's and I'll continue here. There at the center of your planet and at all celestial bodies that carry life force is an all-abiding crystal form or mineral, I'm assuming, that emanates energy. Once this mineral is annihilated or completely destroyed, your planet ceases to exist. It is my job and endeavor to advise your creatures to take great heed and warning to halt all exploration activities pertaining to the study of your core nucleus of this planet you lovingly call Earth, the only habitat that can support life at this time in this sector of your reality. Many of your species will deny this request. Others will never hear this message. It is important for you as a governing entity to show overwhelming support for your future. If this is not addressed now, the world will not have life or abundance in the far distant future. It is very difficult for us. Now, I think Ezekiel's speaking from a collective and a group, and from what other entities are working with this collective that supports humans, basically, or Earth. Let me get back to what I'm saying here. It is very difficult for us to show you what will happen, as this phase of reality is still so new for many of us. We know from our standpoint that most of you will not outlive this transition, but the transition is happening right before you. Once you look back, you will not see where the transition began, only where it ended. Now, when they spoke that, I got kind of the vision that whatever's going to happen into the future is going to happen beyond our lifetime, or those that are walking the planet now. So, and that the future humanity will look back and not necessarily know where this transition, not just in consciousness, but the planetary transition, they won't fully know where it began, but they will know where it ended. Once you look back, you will not see where the transition began, only where it ended. Life is the only energy that pervades your physics and basic understanding of existence. We place you here, Christina Marie Ricks, which is me, to hold accountable your endeavor to make this notion instead of circumstance a reality. Otherwise, this mission will not be successful. Your planet is supposed to thrive through Anatonix. It is a natural process where your planet starts to break apart once your star has moved through its life cycle. This will carry through after your species is lifted off your planetary body, if your species makes it that far biologically. Your gravity dissipates and your electromagnetic system and physicality adapt through a selected and artificial evolution. It is my prime directive to help execute and carry through this latter scenario. Now, Anatonix is a new geologic term or process that I became familiar with a while ago. I've not seen it in any textbooks. Again, I'm a geologist, so I study the earth. I'm more of an industry geologist doing mineral exploration. And that's what I'm doing right now in Colorado. But Anatonix is interesting with that. I've received information in the past. It has a lot to do with how a planet starts to kind of dry out. The core, the mantle starts to cool down, and we lose our protective magnetic field. We also lose a little bit of gravity. Gravity starts to dissipate. And as animals, humans, we're animals, as creatures or species on that planetoid or celestial bodies start to adapt to those changes over time, their bodies will acclimate and slowly they will lift off, and almost like a bird in flight, if you will. The body lifts off. And you know what's interesting is I've not seen all the Star Wars movies, but there's a moment where Rey, she was a character, I don't remember what the name of the video or the movie was, but it's in the saga of the Star Wars movies. And again, I haven't seen them all. I should. Anyway, there's a moment where she's floating in an area on a celestial body or a planetoid, and she's meditating. And that's kind of a vision that they've shown me. A lot of our movies kind of show this happening. You know, there's another movie called I think it's called The Neverending Story, where that planet starts breaking apart and the nothing comes in. And they're kind of showing me that our species will survive into the future if we tread lightly on our planet, treat it with care, treat our bodies with care. And there's so much more to it than that. I'm just kind of giving you a little bit of a rundown. Anyway, I will go ahead and go, but I thought I would read that for those who it resonates with. I also posted this on not this video, but this channeled message on Emery Smith. He's a Gaia Cosmic Disclosure host. He has a Facebook page. It's a public page. It's called Cosmic Disclosure Alliance. I joined that shortly, or I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago. and I went ahead and posted it on there. I'm not sure if anybody will read it. I think I've had it like 3 people see it already. But anyway, trying to get the word out on this information. I find it interesting. And anyway, go ahead, take care, peace. I'm gonna go.